All right, guys, how we doing today? Today's day number 5, January 5th. First day in a row. I didn't say December, so that's good. This is just my check-in video. Every day I check in, talk about what I'm working on, how I am trying to build my business, become a better person, like all of these things. Last year, the main goal was growing the business and becoming a millionaire. I didn't achieve it last year, but we had crazy growth. Like we hit goals that I didn't even think were possible. And so what I found out, especially recently in the last quarter or so, is that, okay, well, no matter what goals I hit or how I hit these goals, if I don't have different areas in my life figured out, I'm still not going to feel fulfilled. So there's different pieces that I'm trying to figure out on my own. And this is the journey of it. These are just the check-in videos. Hopefully it inspires somebody. You can learn how to grow an agency. I share all the game here and put it on. So check-in videos. What I was doing for a little bit last year was doing my daily to-do sheet and working through that. And I think I'm going to start doing that again. I have the whiteboard here in case I need to break down anything. But for now, this is what we're going to do, and just, talk about the day and talk about the things that I'm working on. So I'm pretty conflicted right now, and I have this person in my life that we've been talking for a while, a few months, I guess, but it's been very slow progressing, right? Which it's kind of interesting. I think this is the first time I've had someone in my life where it hasn't been an immediate interest in dating or anything like that, but it's I feel like we genuinely built up a solid friendship first, which is different for how these kind of things happen in my life. Usually it's oh, hey, we're both attractive, cool. There's a romantic interest there, right? And with this person, very attractive, but we just friends, right? And so anyway, it's been really cool. And right around this time, we were talking, kind of nothing serious, but just talking like friends, right? And then I go to this little 2-day workshop. And the whole concept of the workshop is balancing your life and owning your life and figuring out the different areas in your life and trying to succeed in it. And so it's way more than business, right? Which has always been my primary focus. It's okay, well, what about your health? All the business success is cool until you die, right? And if you're not taking care of yourself and you die early, that's no fun. What about your being? What about your connection to nature, your spirituality, all of these woo-woo things, or religion, or however you want to use that, okay? And then what about your balance? What about your connection with your family, your spouse, your kids, all of these things? And so I'm going through this and I'm fuck. I'm alone. I've been head down focused on the business for the last year. Late 2023, my ex and I really officially broke up. And so it was all of 24, I was single and just working on the business. And I don't know, I went on a few dates and stuff like that, but nothing serious, nothing interesting. And I felt like the story I was telling myself is that that's what I needed to do to become successful. And maybe that's true, but after this little event, I'm starting to think okay, well, maybe not. I do genuinely think with the right person in your life, they can help elevate you to the next level, right? They can just take your life to the next level. With the wrong person, they can do the opposite, though. So I've been very, very selective and cautious of that. Now, But yeah, so during that event, I came to the realization, it's okay, I've been so focused on the business, I don't necessarily feel fulfilled, even though I'm doing a lot better than I was a year ago. What's going on, right? And so then shit just started getting lined out on there. And what I realized is that I push people away and I keep a small circle because I don't want to be abandoned. And alongside of that, I have people pleaser and nice guy tendencies because I don't want to be abandoned. And it's if I look good, if I'm in good shape and I make a lot of money and I say yes to everything and I make people happy, then no one's going to abandon me. And that's kind of like, that's the story that I've been living with for a long time. And it was cool to realize that and think about that. And so as I work through that, it's like, okay, well, maybe to feel more fulfilled, I need to ditch that belief and just, start having connections for the sake of having the connection, right? Another thing I realized on that is everything's been very vanity. And like, for me, it's like, okay, well, what's the ROI on this relationship, right? What's the ROI on this nice thing that I do for somebody? Like the people pleaser thing or the nice guy syndrome, where it's like, yeah, sure, I will, rub your back, but then I expect sex. Or, oh, I'll buy dinner, but then I expect sex. Or, oh, I'll do this nice thing for my boss and hope that when I need something, they're going to do something back. And it doesn't really work that way. And when you go into life with that mindset, you quickly feel a lot of resentment for people, because to you bent over backwards to accommodate them or do something for them, and they didn't match that energy, right? And when you needed them, they didn't match that energy. The reality is you can say no. And as I work through that and learn to say no better, I realize people respect you a lot more for it. And it doesn't actually matter as much as we do, and like as much as we think it does. And so with that mindset, right, when you go into it, when somebody asks you to do something and you like, oh gosh, if I say no, they're gonna hate me, right? But if you ask somebody to do something for you and they say, oh no, I can't, you don't hate them. You're just like, oh yeah, fair enough. Like, I don't expect you to say yes, right? But when somebody asks something of us, we think that they expect us to say yes, and that by saying no, we're like saying fuck you or something like that. And so it's been a really hard thing to work through. And so as I lean into that a little bit more, and like I kind of touched on it yesterday, is like I get busier, my bullshit meter gets lower, my tolerance gets lower, and I just kind of say how I feel, say what I think, and yes, no, whatever. I'm still working on it, but it has been pretty helpful to try and live life through that lens. And and break down these different areas of my life. And so with that being said, I'm super conflicted because this person is great. There's a lot of moving pieces, and it's stressing me out because it's like I'm not really forcing it, and it's come along the right way. Like everything's just been moving the right way, and I kind of like it. But it's all happened around this time where I'm having this big revelation, like, oh, I used to be cool with dying alone. Maybe I'm not that cool with it. I used to be cool with like I just wanted these vanity things, but I didn't really want to build anything fulfilling. And now I'm trying to figure it out as like, dude, I need to get my shit together. I always talk on this stoic shit, like, oh yeah, live life to the fullest, like just don't take everything, don't overanalyze anything. Like I talk that, I study it, but then when it comes to it, I don't necessarily practice it. And life's weird, man. Life is super weird. So that's where I'm at. That's everything. Business goals, we'll break down that. We'll do the to-do list. Yo, what? That was crazy. Wow. I just like spit blood out of my nose. Have you guys ever done that, or am I like the only one that drinks like a retard? I like tried to swallow, before I was ready to swallow. That's so gross. Oh my God. It's funny because these aren't edited, so it's like whatever happens, fucking happens. Oh, where is it coming from? Damn. All right, anyway, we're gonna get to it now. Look at the blood on there. All right, so tomorrow is January 6th. And my overall objective is 500K in 2025. So that's the main goal, which is kind of crazy to think about because back in the day, my main goal was to do like 5K a month last year. That's what I wanted to do. This is damn near 50K a month, like 40-ish, 45 a month, 42. And I really think it's possible. So in order to do this thing, what are the 3 goals that I need to hit to break down this objective, right? And I try and take these another step to go just a little bit deeper to like, okay, well, what are some more tangible goals that I can have? And for me, I need to hire a filmer. Okay. I need to lock in my funnel. And I need to do 20 discovery calls. Okay. These are just the goals I'm going to put down until they get hit. Then we might add in a new goal. So tomorrow, the most important task, it's Monday. I have a couple discovery calls and I have a strategy call. And then I have coaching and then I have filming. But none of those are really that high value. I really think the high value ones will be going back through messages that I've gotten and following up to try and get more discovery calls. I think that'll be the big thing. I need to call Jacob. I need to call Nelson. Shit, and I think there's one I need to call David. I call 3 people tomorrow outside of those calls that I have booked. I need to get back with them. Daily chores. I'll try and get it done today, but I need to vacuum and mop. I try and do that every Sunday just to keep it a little bit more tidy. It's important. If your fucking life is a mess, your house is a mess, your room is a mess, your business is a mess, your life is a mess. So I try and stay up on this. So, and I've been pretty good with it. Missed to do, I need to get groceries. I order my groceries. I used to go grocery shopping. Dude, pay the $10 a month for Walmart Plus. Best thing ever. And we need to meal prep. Cool. Things I need to delegate. Approving edits. And I'm thinking about figuring out, I have a VA that helps me with some different things, and I'm thinking about having her help me distribute content on this channel, distribute this content, like do all of that. I feel like I need someone with somewhat video editing skills, and I just don't have that. So But other than that, I think that's good. I need to get, I need to get these videos. We got half of them edited, but we need the other half edited, and I pulled the editor off of it. We have a different editor on it. To scale, what do I need to scale? I need to lock in my workflows in high level. I need to keep clients. I need to set recurring film date. And follow up with leads. All right. And that's pretty much it. Some things I'm thankful for. Definitely YouTube. Dude, I saw a video of this guy talking about how, oh yeah, I made this video and it kind of went viral. And so then I just started selling people into my coaching program for $10K a month. I'm like, wow. Which, dude, it's very real. Like, there's people that will pay that at a certain level. And, you know, he said he built up his business to 30 million, sold his business, all of this stuff. Like, once you have credibility like that, if I was making, if I was making 10 million, I would pay somebody who's built a $30 million business $10K a month, no problem, especially for one-on-one. So, and it all kind of came from YouTube. And I think YouTube is such a powerful thing. Like this channel, haven't even been trying, was just posting shit consistently for a little bit, over 2,000 subs, right? And I never figured out a way to monetize it and do anything on that end because these are just my journals. But, I could get to 10,000 subs by the end of the year, monetize the channel and have some kind of offer. I don't know what it would be, but I'm going to start growing the YouTube channel for the agency and just hit that super hard. We're almost at 100 subs. I just post a few shorts here and there, but if I really got going with the long form stuff and answered my target audience's frequently asked questions, it would be so easy. Like this is not the first YouTube channel I've grown. Like it would be super easy. So anyway, yeah, so that's where that's what I'm working at, 500K in 2025. And that's really just on the business side. So what we've been doing in this program that I'm in is we break everything down. I talked about it yesterday. Is we have, they call it Core 4. So it's from Wake Up Warrior. And you've got your fuel, your fitness, your memoirs, your shit. There's 4 areas and you get half a point for each area. Meditation. You get your deposits into people who are impactful or important to you. And then you've got discover and declare. And so these videos for me really help me with declare, because I can teach something that I've learned, or I can just share my thoughts and all of that. And so anyway, these are the areas. And so the idea is that every morning before you start the day, you're able to, discover something, declare something. You're able to make a deposit in 2 people. You're able to create memoirs. You're able to meditate. You're able to get your fitness in and your fuel for your body. And if you do that, the idea is that, okay, I've done all of these things. So my life should be moving in the right direction. And now that this is chunked off, I can focus on the business and the money, right? So that's kind of the thing here. I have a hard time with this first thing in the morning. I was going to the gym first thing for a while, and that was nice. But all of that stuff, looking at it like that, it seems like a lot. It takes like 20 minutes. The meditation's the hard one for me. I just either almost fall asleep, don't really get anything out of it. I don't know. And I need to work on it because I have gotten stuff out of it before, but when you're in survival mode and you're just go, it's so hard to set down, take the time to do the meditation and think about it. I'm on 3 hours of sleep. When you're on 3 hours of sleep, it's hard to stay awake for all of that. And so it's just excuses, bullshit. Anyway, I'll probably quit yapping here in a minute, but the one realization I had in the morning on Sundays, we do a meeting, and we started off with okay, what's got you fired up and what's got you fucked up? And for me, I was fired up because I got a new client yesterday at the price point that I want, and that's good. What's got me fucked up is I stayed up until 2 or 3 last night doing homework that I should have done a couple weeks ago, or at least a week ago, right? But I didn't. And I found myself, especially recently, when I was hitting this channel hard, I did not go to bed until all these things were done. I had a list of things, and I didn't fucking sleep until they were done. Once I got them done, I could sleep in a little bit. But now I'm I'm a little tired. I think I'll just go to bed. And that's, I don't know. Everyone in the comments is you need more sleep, you need more sleep. It's cool, I'm getting more sleep. I'm not getting anything done. So, make up your mind. What do you want from me? And it's laziness. That's what it comes down to. Just straight up, it's laziness. I could stay up to finish it. I don't. I give myself a reason oh yeah, you're supposed to sleep more. Oh yeah, you're tired. Or oh yeah, you were traveling all day. It's okay. It's not okay. It's not okay. I mean, it's okay if you want to be average. It's okay to pat your back and say, yeah, this is fine. I'll do it tomorrow if you want to be average. But the fucking people that you're competing against, they're not doing that. They're not taking breaks. Like the ones that you see winning, that I'm envious of, right? Like I see these people winning. I see them crushing it. Dude, they're grinding. They are grinding. They're putting in the work. They're not like, yeah, well, I'm just a little sleepy today, so I think I'm gonna go to sleep. Me and my ex would argue about this all the time, man. We would she'd say some shit like, oh yeah, well, this successful person I know doesn't work all the time. And it's like, yeah, because they're successful. Yeah, no shit. Look at them 20 years ago, right? I guarantee they were working their ass off or daddy handed them the business, right? Which was the case in one, and working the ass off was the case in the other. And so it's like, don't fucking come at me with that and expect me to be here when I'm trying to get there, but you want me to act like this kind of lifestyle when I don't have that lifestyle. I haven't earned that lifestyle. Like I've got to eat shit for a few years. I've got to put in the work. I've got to figure it out, and then I can chill, right? And these last few months, I've kind of been like chilling instead of grinding, right? And it's got me to a point, then things level out, and then I'm like, oh, why are things level? Why am I not growing? It's like, because you quit, motherfucker. You quit working, you quit trying. And so I can't do that. I gotta buy my parents a house. I gotta buy a GTR 3S? No, GT3 RS? Yeah. The Porsche, I gotta get one of those. I gotta buy a house for the dog. Dude, there's just so much to do. And I can't be sitting around like, oh, well, it's not good. It is not. It's good for some people. It's not good for people who want to win. And I want to win. So last thing, be very selective of people who you take advice from, right? Some people who would give me advice like, oh, you should sleep more. Oh, you should do this, or oh, you should do that. They've never run a business. They've been handed everything their whole fucking life. So why would I even consider listening to that person? I feel like a jackass when I say it that way. So that is where I'm at. So happy January 5th. We'll see you guys tomorrow for January 6th. Thank you so much for watching. Got a couple thumbnails, Joey. Got some thumbnails.